Joseph-Beth. One look at Joseph-Beth and I can't describe. I gotta go to Joseph-Beth. Okay, that sucked. I was trying to come up with a good rendition of Hungry Eyes and it just went downhill from there. Alright guys, this is Hope once more from Pros Before Bros. And also, if you can't tell, I did go to Joseph-Beth Books. I can't stay away from the freaking bookstore, you guys. And this is terrible because I got plenty to read. Anyway, I wanted to do a little spectacular review on Joseph-Beth. Show you what you guys, what I got. Yeah, that sounds about right. I wanted to show you guys what I got today. This is no way endorsement for Joseph-Beth. I am not sponsored to them at all. But I wanted to introduce Joseph-Beth because I absolutely love everything they stand for. So it just felt like today was the perfect day to do that. So I did do some errands today. I was able to walk, which is an accomplishment considering the fact that I hurt my ankle last night. After putting my little compression cuff on my ankle throughout the night in 15-minute intervals, something magical happened and I could actually walk. It's great. I'm so excited. So I went to Joseph-Beth. If you guys aren't familiar with Joseph-Beth, that is okay. It's understandable. I won't judge. So Joseph-Beth is a bookseller here in the Cincinnati area. I do believe that they have 2 locations. One is in Rookwood Shopping Center, which is like, if you're familiar, it's probably 15 minutes away from downtown Cincinnati. And then they have one on the edge of the east side town, kind of on the border of Kentucky. It's a very small mom and pop bookshop. They are just, guys, they're amazing. I love everything they stand for. One of my favorite authors, Meg Letter, and my newfound friend, Meg Letter. She actually worked for Joseph-Beth for a couple summers, I believe, while she was still here in Cincinnati. And it just has so much history in Cincinnati. If you guys ever come visit Cincinnati, make sure you stop at Joseph-Beth Books. But let me tell you a little bit about why I stopped at Joseph-Beth. So here we go. There's the wonderful little bag that they gave me. Joseph-Beth they have this program where it's called the Give Back program. And it is a $25 annual membership. So you buy this membership card. You get discounts on the new bestsellers. I believe it's 30% off of new bestsellers or their best-selling list. And then you also get, let me see, I think it's 20% off of book club books. So any book club books that are sponsored for that particular month, you get 20% off if you are a Give Back member. And the reason why this particular membership, I had the opportunity of either picking Joseph-Beth's membership, the Give Back's membership, or going to Barnes & Noble and just doing my annual membership there. I love Barnes & Noble. I think they're a great store. I obviously go there quite a bit. But the reason why I end up going with Joseph-Beth is because the program that they have actually benefits organizations around our community. So the Give Backs program, like I said, is $25 annually. You get the discounts on the bestseller books, the book club books. You get discounts inside their restaurant / bistro cafeteria. I haven't been there yet, but I heard great things about it. You get that, and you also get a number of discounts throughout the year. In addition, if they have special events with authors, you actually get VIP access. So what that essentially means is you get like early access to go meet the author. And they also even do great things like an after hours shop for the Give Back people that are part of the program that includes very good discounts. And of course, you're inside the store all to yourself and you get to just kind of look at everything at your leisure. So, that obviously isn't the reason why I decided to do it. It's a perk, but like I said, it benefits all the local organizations here in Cincinnati. So when you sign up, a percentage of your membership, and I believe a percentage of what you spend using your membership, goes to an organization of your choice. So it's like a little portion. Honestly, I don't think it's much because they have to have their end as well. They have to keep up with their numbers, but you get to pick out the organization you want to go to. So I believe there's like 10 different organizations, 8 or 10. And it's either you could do the Literacy Center here in Cincinnati, which is amazing. You could do Cincinnati Zoo, just so many. My personal pick, where the proceeds of any purchase that I make is going actually to be donated to the Cincinnati Children's Hospital, which I hold near and dear to my heart because I have friends that are RNs there. I've had friends that had to take their children there from small things, whether it was they had to get stitches because they, do stuff that kids do and they end up getting hurt, or they had very serious conditions like one of my friends, his daughter had a heart issue and they had to go there. And you guys know it, getting medical attention or medical treatment is so expensive, and sometimes it's a deal breaker whether or not you go to the hospital or not. I know I've been in a situation where I've debated whether I should really go to the hospital or should take an aspirin and wait till morning. I think we've all been in that situation. And the one thing that really does help is having some sort of a financial assistance program in place. So with my membership, like I said, it's not much, but a proceed of it will go to help people in need that are going into the hospital with their child and are struggling on trying to figure out how they're going to make ends meet. So it's a great cause. It's a wonderful program. I can't stress it enough. If you guys are interested in it and you do live in Cincinnati, you can always obviously stop at any Joseph-Beth and they'll be able to assist you in signing up. But also, if you don't live in Cincinnati, I think you do have the opportunity of still signing up, even if you live outside the state of Ohio. All you have to do is go to Google, type in Joseph-Beth Booksellers, go to their website, look for their Give Back membership, and just check it out. They do have really great perks. They have free shipping on their books. Granted, it's not going to probably be as fast as Amazon would be, but if it's for such a great cause, I'm willing to wait the extra day. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and talk about the books I did receive today. So I stopped there today on my way of doing errands. And besides the fact that it's a local bookshop, they just have so much to choose from. Besides books, they have like bookish things that you would love. They have a beautiful children's department. I keep telling my husband, as soon as my grandniece gets a little bit older, I want to take her there so she could pick out her books and honestly have that memory with her. But also they carry a lot of first edition signed books, which is fabulous. I am a huge junkie when it comes to signed books. So I did get 3 books. The first book that I picked up immediately was Maria Lou's Wild Card. It is the sequel to Warcross. And yes, I have not read Warcross yet. It is on my list, and secretly I'm hoping that I could kind of sneak it in either October or November to read it. I've heard so many great things about this series. And this book, with my membership, I believe it was $18.99. With my membership, I got the 30% off discount for the gives back, and it came out to like $13.68, which isn't horrible. But the great thing is it's a signed copy. So when you open it up, if I could get it to open up, it's already been signed. And I believe Marie Lou was in town signing for these. So a lot of times they will have the authors in-house so you can meet them, you can talk to them. And that's actually how I met Meg Letter and ended up talking to her. And now I'm glad and honored that I could call her a friend online. But yeah, so that was one of the books that I picked up. I am so excited about this. Beautiful cover, and it just sounds like the content's going to be amazing. And I think it's one of those books too that not only I could read and enjoy, but I think my husband will enjoy it because of the story plot. It just seems like it'll be a perfect fit for him. So I wasn't being selfish, y'all. I picked up a book me and my husband will both enjoy. The second book that I'm really excited about that has been all over Amazon and all over Facebook is The Dark Descent of Elizabeth Frankenstein. And it too is a signed copy. Now, I didn't get any sort of discount off of it per se, but what will happen is, depending on the dollars you spend at Joseph-Beth, it also adds up as reward points, so you can use that later on a future purchase. So again, even though I didn't get any sort of discount off of it, I'm glad because one, I'm going to get the rewards points at some point, and two, it's for a good cause. But this book is also signed by the author, Kirsten White. There we go. And this is a book that Victoria Schwab also recommended. A lot of people have been talking about this book, and I cannot wait to just jump right into it and start reading it. I'm a huge fan of Mary Shelley, and I think for obvious reasons, she was one of the early pioneers of women writing and classic literature, and that to me is just, I don't know, it's such a good feeling to have that kind of representation, and I can't wait to read this book. I think it's going to be amazing. As soon as I saw it at the store, of course I had to pick it up. The last book I picked up, and this has been on everybody's TBR, I think, I'm trying to think who I saw this on. I think it might have been Natasha, My Reading is Odd. I know Paul Reed's also another great booktuber out here in the booktube community that represents so many wonderful smaller booktubers that are just starting out. He recommends this book too. He actually picked up in a haul, I believe. And it's Not Even Bones by Rebecca Schaefer. And this one, from my knowledge, just so you know, if you guys are interested in this book, it took me a little while to find it inside Joseph-Beth. And it's mainly because I couldn't figure out what genre it would fit in, because I would think it would fit in sci-fi, thriller. It turned out it was young adult thriller, sci-fi. So it took me a while to find it. I was fortunate enough to find a salesperson that was more than gracious and helpful in finding this book for me. But a lot of people have been talking about this book, and I believe the story is, it sounds almost like a Dexter spinoff, except for it's about a girl who sells supernatural body parts on the black market. And it just seems so twisted. It seems perfect for this time of year, and you know, just perfect for me in general, because I love these kind of books. I love that weird cryptic stuff. So I did pick this up as well. And I've heard, again, a lot of people have been talking about it. I know Paul Reeds had mentioned it in one of his recent vlogs. And again, I want to say Natasha had mentioned that she had a copy of it and she was reading it as well. Maybe even Julie. again, a lot of people have been talking about this book. It's hard to keep track. So I did pick up a copy of this book as well while I was there. But I wanted to share that with you, especially that information of Joseph-Beth. I know I probably have mentioned them a few times, but I haven't gone into specific details about them. Again, a wonderful, amazing local bookstore here in Cincinnati, and I do believe that you can, if you are interested in doing the Give Back program, you can do it outside the state as well. So if you are interested in that, or if you have questions about that program, please feel free to leave that information below and I'll answer them to the best of my ability. Otherwise, thank you so much for tuning in once more to Pros Before Bros, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.